And we are back here with Eastern European DPC. Division 1 is still on. We have one, maybe two more games to play, and it's going to be Darkside versus One Move. I'm Harry Freak. Joining me is Trent, but you can see that if you can read just below our heads there, the names do stand. And Trent, we saw game number 1, One Move. They were looking good, but at the start of the game, it was all Darkside. So are we getting anything similar? Are we getting similar excitement in game number 2? Are we getting more excitement? I'm not gonna go with less. That is not an answer.
No, it depends if how they're feeling on Darkside, because they kind of just made one bad move on that push on the top tier tower, and that was it. The tier 2, they attempted it, they got caught by the Treant Protector. A great hero for a very obvious reason in that one. You know, he's always pushing out those waves. He's creating some uncertainty with your pushes, and you just happen to be pushing a tier 2 tower. Well, turns out he's there hiding in the trees and ruins everything. So I don't know if that's going to be necessarily a ban that they're just like, oh, get rid of that tree protector. He's too frustrating. I don't really think that's the solution we're looking for. It's more of a just keeping your heads in the game there from Darkside, because they did just make that one mistake versus Sniper and get punished pretty hard.
Let's go a little bit with the rumors, right? There were rumors coming from some Eastern European casters that Ramses is going to. Do you think that Darkside are like, yeah, we're falling apart anyways? Who cares? Do you think that's the approach?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you want to keep all your options open, right? So you got to play Division 2. You got to play Division 2. Of course, there's also quite a few names on this team who I wouldn't be too surprised to see perhaps shift over to other Division 1 teams, as players have had to do before, to try and stay in that top region. So you know what? Maybe there is some merit to that in terms of how stable is the team as a whole. But they didn't get forced down, so they're good. They get to chill in Division 1. The panic's over. If anyone was like in their discussions yesterday or whatever, you can shut down those DMs. We're fine. We are gonna stay here. But how that impacts Ramsey's decision, if it's true that he's been offered, that we'll have to wait for.
Yeah, we could go from rumors to superstition. Secret is winning TI this year, so even though they're in Division 2, do you think it's good to move there now, or wait for Tier 3?
For the uninitiated, they have come. I don't know if it goes back up as 5th, but they've at least done 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Now,
yeah, they were 5th, 6th. They were 5th, 6th.
Yep, there you go. So 5, 4, 3, 2. For all of you out there who are really good at pattern recognition, you'll notice that means that they're going to win this time. So good luck to them from Division 2. And we again fail to load the lobby.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. It's good that you told me.
I got you covered.
Thank you, my friend. Everything is great. That's why you're here. That's why I have an analyst. He's the one using his brain. I have to use my brain when I'm working with Rob. But now when I'm working with Trent, you're the analyst. You're the smart with it. You're the analyst. You're the smart one, and I can just relax.
Yeah, you get to turn off your brain like our play-by-play casters do. Yell about the spells on the screen. You don't have to think about Dota. It must be nice being them, right?
Yeah.
Except we shove off all the production issues on them, so that's great. Lovely. This time we have a lovely observer and production team, so we don't have to worry about it. But when you're the analyst and the play-by-play guy has to manage the camera and everything, you're just like,
like you tell him, okay, the coin toss is done. This team is on dire, and you're like, yeah, I'm helping. That's the
job done. Yeah, that's all I had to do.
Unreal. Okay, so we are waiting for one of the casters. It's not us, guys. Of course, here our production is perfect. It's perfect, so there's no issues. So we're gonna be hopping into the game as soon as everything is fine. But yeah, we had an exciting game. So I think waiting for it in the previous time for a couple of more minutes was more than worth it.
Yeah, I suppose. It's who am I shoving blame on? I'm calling out. We got it's BTS Brazil, guys. It's Brazil. Get them. They're the reason. It's okay. They're on the way. Sure, it's fine.
Yeah. Either way, though, One Move, Darkside, One Move now are closer to getting DPC points. Whoever loses does not get any. We already talked about it. It's $1,000 on the line. Not sure how much, when you have to play you have to pay the players, you have to pay maybe the coach and everything. So might not be the biggest of difference there, but 30 DPC points, they can most definitely make a difference in the long run. So we'll see. We'll see if Darkside can get that one, or is it gonna be one move who, at the start of the DPC, they looked really weak. I think they're out of the lower tier teams, they're the ones that improved the most for me.
Yeah, I mean, they improved the most in that last game, that's for sure. That wasn't looking too hot to start with, and they improved right away into the later stages. So just like their season, and just like our first delay, this one also eventually ended, and we do have a draft now, everyone. So we're good.
Yeah, it's gonna be on our screen right down there. Right down there in just a couple of seconds. Yeah, you see. Like
we are speed drafting though. The bans were flying out instantly for both teams here, and I think that was the same, right? Like, except this time we're gonna open with an inch for one move.
Okay, so they're like, yeah, let's go pick that Beastmaster. Come on, DK Focus, pick it. Let's go. Let's see if you dare. Interesting though that they went for the Ant rather than the TRENT. I feel like it worked really well for them in the previous game, for the reasons that we have mentioned previously.
Yeah, I mean, I have been impressed by Ench, I will say. I think the hero has looked really strong recently, and maybe it's partially they don't want to play against the Seneko Ench, but that's not really. I mean, that obviously could have come out last game.
Roger Ench is good.
Yeah, that too. Yep. But yeah, they weren't concerned about last game, but they just want to open up, maybe just mix it up. Maybe they feel better on the Radiant side with Ench compared to Tree.
Yeah, okay. So Darkside will be going for a Tree and for a Doom. Okay, so you want to be eating the Enchantress creeps? Is that the case? Or when there's an Enchantress on the other side, you think there's going to be a lot of camps that are unblocked anyways?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. It's an okay matchup. I think Doom in general is just a really strong hero. For most offlane players, I think they feel pretty comfortable on it.
5 seconds remaining.
It helps shut down the like hard one as well that an Ench can typically set up for.
That is true. So you talked about DK Focus a little bit in your casts with Gareth. So do you think he has improved, or do you still see him as the weak link here?
I think that he has been given better options. The Beastmaster obviously has been a pretty big struggle. I understand still wanting to go for it first, but like when they gave him the later pick, the games went a lot better for them. It's not a guaranteed win or anything, but I feel like he was getting shafted like a little bit at the start of the season, where it seemed like consistently he was one who was having the worst lane and like having a hard time getting out. The DP was struggling pretty hard, so I think the Doom should be a bit better. I can't remember watching his Doom. It looks like back versus Virtus Pro, he did pop out the Doom at least. So we'll see if it goes a little bit better this time. But yeah, he's definitely an easy scapegoat. I will say that.
Yeah. Should you have one in your team? Really? Like the one that everyone blames?
That's the coach's job, right? You want that's what Bulba does so well. He takes all that hate to save the players. All right? It's all tactical.
Okay, that is smart. So now they did pick DK Focus's hero in the first phase. Does that mean he's doing badly? Darkside are losing? Is that the thing you were trying to tell me?
I don't know. That was sort of the running theory for a while with this team. It was constant struggle. His lanes were going quite poorly. But hey, it's Doom, right? I mean, how bad of a game can Doom have? He just gets a Midas, he eats some creeps. Eventually, he'll find that farm. So
we'll get an answer to that. How bad can it get? And imagine it goes super bad. Hopefully it does not, and we get a 3-game series. I'm thinking that's the nicest way to end this one. We ended the regular part with the 3-game series between Bedboom and Spirit, and that was amazing. And hopefully this is not gonna be a quick 2-0. Pango does come out from the other side. Aincrad and Afterlife both play it. Any preferences in this game in particular so far?
I definitely like the mid one, but I think that this early in the draft, it can sometimes be troublesome. But with the bans on like the Bloodseeker, this OD, even an Ember, it definitely looks like they're setting up for a mid Pango.
Yeah, it does look with all of the bans. Okay, the Seeker is really a no-brainer. When we see the Pango, I don't even discuss it any longer. It's just gonna come out. There's no way that you're leaving that in the pool. So Darkside, they did lose some of the reserve time here. They're waiting for they have a ban into a pick. They're gonna get rid of the Beastmaster themselves. That does make a lot of sense. Towers falling down. TRENT wants to defend them against the Beastmaster. It's a little bit tougher to do.
So I had a theory, and I have now checked out the stats to back up my theory. And my theory is
Okay, let's
that
go.
Treant is way, way better on
10
Dire.
seconds
And my
remaining.
initial
Okay.
thought was, I was thinking about how important the tier 2 tower is when you're playing on Dire
5
up
seconds
top, as opposed to
remaining.
playing on Radiant. Because like when
Mhm.
you're playing as the Radiant Treant Protector, it's pretty difficult. Like you can't really play in behind that like top tower, because like when you're playing Radiant side, it's really important to get the tier 2 tower in the top lane to help control the outpost, help control Roche. It's like a big point where it like really breaks down that Dire side jungle. And so controlling that for a longer time as Dire is really, really important. And it's also much easier to defend it as Tree
True.
than it is to aggressively impose upon it as Tree. And so if you think about playing as Radiant Tree, the lane feels worse too, I would say. Like the positioning of the tree line doesn't feel quite as good as the 5
Yes.
or as the 4. It feels worse on both sides somehow. But like in my head, it does when I play the hero. So on Radiant side, Tree has 75 games with a
Radiant
44% win
team
rate, and on Dire side, he has 70 games with a 64% win rate. So
Yeah.
he's doing significantly better on Dire. Now that being said, I believe overall Dire is also just straight up the better side. It is.
Think so?
I think it's been. I think it has the higher wins. I
10
mean, I can
seconds
check, but
remaining.
Oh.
it looks like. Oh wait,
5
where's my
seconds
quick math here,
remaining.
guys? Yeah, Dire is a 56% win rate, I believe. Yeah,
Radiant
Dire's currently rocking a
team picked.
57% win
I
rate.
speak for the trees.
So he still has a higher than the average, as he, he's up to, what is it, 64. So yeah, he still has a 7% edge on Dire's win rate.
But it does mean that the Dire is still slightly better. I feel like when they changed that
10
river part
seconds remaining.
next to the Roche pit, that
Yeah.
they kind of dealt with the problem. But it
5
depends, in
seconds remaining.
Southeast Asia and South America, even in the last DPC season where Dire was heavily favored in every other region, in that chaotic region, it was still worse than the Radiant side. And I don't know if that's people just being used to it or just that it's straight up, when you change up the gameplay, it's just not the same thing. But yeah, I get the point. When it comes to the Treant, I definitely get the point why he would be better on the Dire. I really like the point about defending the tier 2 and the outpost and the Roche with that one as well.
So it kind of makes sense then that one move maybe don't value decide. If they figured that out, then maybe that's why they like the Ench too. Because if I think about Ench is great for helping to do exactly all those things. Like better as the aggressor
True.
going to that
Dire
territory,
team pick.
better playing into the Dire jungle, scouting it out, sending in either your hero or the summons, because obviously she's just a real nuisance to play against. So this is pretty cool stuff here from one move. And we're getting quite a few familiar faces in this draft, though, as heroes did continue to be picked, as I rambled about those things. So the Hoodwink returns,
10
and we get
seconds
Nature's Prophet
remaining.
and Tiny together here from one move. So some pretty fast-paced
5
action coming out
seconds
from them.
remaining.
Yeah, and one move are gonna leave it open. Even though Munkushi has been great on the ranged heroes, this could still be an offlane Nature's Prophet. But I have to say, I love the Hoodwink. I like that you mentioned the Ench and her invasion of the enemy jungle and stuff like that. And usually when you have nothing that can kill the Ench, it's okay. That's an interesting one. I wasn't expecting that one. Let's just finish this one. I love when you have something to kill the Ench, and the Hoodwink
Yeah.
is pretty much perfect for it. She's fast to move around the map and has a lot of burst.
10
But
seconds
Kunkka,
remaining.
who would have thought about that one?
No, that is a little
5
unusual. I
seconds
mean, it's like kind of okay versus like Nature's Prophet comes to mind
Yep.
in terms of like, oh yes, I can help like clear out and catch him, and I sort of match with him and how he wants to play the game. But I guess they feel like they can get away with this because it's the Pango. This definitely feels like he just wants to play Kunkka. Like I wouldn't say there's something that's like screaming Kunkka here necessarily for me, other than
It's
just trying to
solid.
juice up their team fight. But like,
Yeah,
why wouldn't you
that-
pick like Puck, for example? Because like you're playing versus a Pango, you'd have the leash, you have a lot of team fight. Your damage doesn't necessarily scale as well as Kunkka in some ways, and you don't buy BKB. But I don't know. The Kunkka's kind of interesting.
I'm guessing. I mean, it's not something that we see, but overall, I like it because with the Kunkka, every 60 seconds, someone can die, and you're very hard to kill as well. But yeah, you mentioned the Puck as well. On the other side, there's very limited catch for a Puck, so that would have been good as well. So it does come to preference, and it isn't something that we've seen so much of, really.
No, fallen off for sure. No, not a super popular hero.
Why do you think that is? Is it because of the bracers not being as strong?
Yes. Yeah, I actually think that is Wraith Band is good item. Bracers are bad. I don't know. I think there's a lot of pressure on the double bracer BKB
10
build because
seconds
it feels like if you don't start winning those BKB fights, it feels really ugly. Like Doom can rush a BKB
5
and he's
seconds
still just like
remaining.
running around the map, Midas saying he doesn't even care if you're fighting really. But I feel like Kunkka is trying to like rally the troops and get them on his boat. And everyone just wants to farm a little bit more and he's like ready to go like gung-ho fighting. Feels like he doesn't necessarily fit perfectly unless the whole draft is tailored around him.
Yeah, even with all of the Zoo heroes coming out, sometimes the Lycans, the Beastmasters, even the Nature's Prophets, he hasn't been
10
played too much, and
seconds
yeah, it could be the Bracers, is the main reason.
5 seconds remaining.
So now
Radiant
looking at the
team
bans,
pick.
is there something? Okay, Darkside think that this is an offlane Nature's Prophet. Do you agree?
I think that's definitely viable. I think the Ags build would look really nice here with like the roots into Pango roll, and then you just get some, somewhat mobile carry. Like Earthstar Monkey would have been great, right? Like hopping around, just bursting people down
Morphlink?
who are rooted.
10 seconds remaining.
What about a Morphlink? How does that
Morphling?
feel?
Oh yeah, Morphling looks pretty good.
5 seconds remaining.
I love it. It's a range hero. Still, Munkuchi has been the most impressive on Drow, Sniper.
Okay, the
Not
big
Wraith
dog.
King. Not the Wraith.
anti-Doom, eh? We're just going in.
Yep. And I
Okay.
mean, when you look at the armor of Darkside, they suck, right? He's gonna smash them down. Okay, that's a fun
10
one, and it's a lot of
seconds
push as
remaining.
well. I mean, when you look at it, Nature's Prophet, Wraith King, and an Enchantress,
5
and then you have
seconds
these two
remaining.
guys that might go for kills. I'm a little bit afraid before the Wraith King joins the fights about the damage, but you could have enough.
Oh, okay. Man, Wraith King. Yeah, not one we get to see too often, so that is pretty exciting. Darkside, they have another 37 seconds to find Ramsey's hero. What
is
are they lacking, really? I guess like mobility. I would again like a carry that's like a little bit quicker in these engagements.
I thought about the Naga Siren actually, because it's not mobile, but it does push out
Yeah.
the waves.
And they have a lot of control too. So like, they get like torrents and bushwhacks and just like overgrowth. And as long as there's some element of control, the illusions will still rip anyone to shreds.
What about a troll? Let's see a troll versus a Nature's Prophet in the lane. Huh? That would be fun.
Oh, come on now. Just because Rob's not here, you're gonna start bringing up Troll Warlord. That was gonna happen, huh?
Select
I've heard those discussions. I know how he feels. Don't think you can get away with it here.
Okay. So you feel the
Rob,
same.
Rob was right, man. That hero's trash.
Yeah. So it is gonna be a TA. So Darkside definitely going with something different here. They probably don't feel the pressure of needing to win any longer, so they're gonna experiment a bit. So how do you feel about this TA?
I don't know. I've been missing her. I feel like she's been in some of the other regions I watched, but I think this might be the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
He's the third Kunkka from what I've seen, and he is 0 and 2. For a TA, I think we've seen one. I think we have seen one.
Oh, that's good. I think I've missed out on them maybe. But she's I don't know, she's a pretty fun hero. She obviously has her own sort of like special. Oh, actually no. It looks like 4 bans and that's it. This is the first one in our region at least, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah, that is true. Wikipedia is always right.
They always
Wikipedia
got
is
it
always
covered.
right. Yeah, but either way, guys, just before we get all of our stats right, we're gonna take a tiny break just to bring you our sponsor, ZGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And welcome back. Me and Trent are back here to kind of decide which draft we like more. Do you have a preference here at all, Trent?
I'm surprisingly kind of on the one move side. I don't know. I feel like Wraith King doesn't usually sell me on something, but I kind of like where they're going with this. I like the speed of the Ench and the Nature's Prophet, especially if he does the Ags build. I've definitely been finding that one to be a very formidable foe to face.
I'm not sure because one move has so much push, but I feel like if they don't take those early towers, they're gonna be in trouble. But if they do, then how does the TA even do anything without towers, without anything protecting the Roche for her?
Yeah,
That's where I think the game will break. So I think I agree with you. I think one move are looking better here. Their heroes should be able to take down tier 1s. I don't see why they wouldn't. It has to come down to the Kunkka having a great game.
Oh, well, in the game, there's a stun up there out of Roger. And gonna have to... Oh, nope. Thought the friends were coming, but I'll let you guys know he has been stunned. He's been slowed, and you're here just in time.
Yeah. No one wants to miss that one when the death does finally happen. So we kind of tickle there the imagination of our viewers, but then when the action needs to set, we do see him losing his life, and it's gonna be going to Aincrad. So that's a great start for the Pango. He's kind of continuing his role from the previous game.
Yeah, this is his hero too, the Grandmaster Pango player. This guy grinds on the Pango. It was I remember when he first started playing in pro matches, it was banned a lot. So I guess he's always been on the grind on this hero. And time to see what he could do. The recent Pango casts that I've been seeing, these Pangoliers, I don't know, they got to do some like driver's ed or something. Because every time I watch a Pango's game, they are getting stuck on the walls. They're jumping into the stuck spots. They just can't seem to maneuver the hero. So I'm very much looking to be impressed here.
DMV there, your side not doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see if Aincrad can change that one. If he can return our faith into good and conscious drivers. No, actually,
he puts on like little driver gloves when he picks Pango. You know, he pulls them out of his little drawer there, snaps on some nice leather gloves. That's how he gets the good steering on the Pangolier.
Actually, you know what? Bad Pango players are actually good drivers because they're not not running into any people.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, he figured it out.
Okay. So Aincrad, he sucks at driving. That's what we've come to a conclusion, or we're gonna find out in this game. Either way, so there's gonna be a lane pull here. No surprise there. Gilgear is gonna be followed by Soneko. So we'll see if there's gonna be any kind of fighting there. Just fighting for last hits. Okay, Soneko is probably gonna be pushed out with the Nature's Prophet coming back. Talk to me about the lanes here, Trent, especially this one. Let's see. Nature's Prophet Tiny. How does that one go?
Well, level 1, I mean, as you can see, Gilgear just able to do some pulls, and I'd say that's probably the big problem with Tree. We kind of talked about last game is that you can't really stop people from doing these pulls. I mean, you can come and contest them and run at them and stuff, but overall, like, it's not necessarily free compared to, like, maybe, like, you know, your Banes or your Undyings or something. He even gets tossed into the tower. Soneko, oh, he's out of the range, though. Nice play. Barely survives. Find his way back home. But you can do a lot of lane manipulation with Tiny and Nature's Prophet. Between treants and tosses and just running away, it's not a free lane for Darkside, I wouldn't say.
Kunkka, very rarely a hero that loses a lane. Can a Pango really match? For now, we're seeing that it is going to be a Kunkka favorite. And should be that way, but I don't see him really struggling all that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not expecting too many problems. There's obviously always the chance that you make some mistake with a swashbuckle and a rotation comes through and you could theoretically die, but given his experience on the Pangolier, I'm certainly expecting him to go mostly even, I would say, as the Pango here. I feel like this is something that you could probably like figure out pretty well in terms of a matchup.
And he got the first blood as well, so that's definitely going to be making a difference. The Kunkka is getting the bracers, so, you know, just what you have to do with the hero. Buy the shit item currently. Meanwhile, DK Focus, how bad can it go with a do? Well, pretty bad now. He's taking some damage. Doesn't have the mana for the heal. Does have the mangoes if he wants to go for that one, but one move definitely applying pressure, and we're seeing the strength of the Wraith King and the Enchantress early on.
Yeah, the buffed heal, I guess, helping him out at the very least. He doesn't have to keep spamming it constantly because he used it once, so was able to juice himself up a little bit before that gank. But not the most aggressive spell for a Doom to get in the laning stage, so he's just kind of holding on here, trying to get as many last hits as he can. But I'm not seeing a lot of problems from Akushi. I feel like he's going to be just in control of this lane for a pretty long time, considering he's already a fairly strong carry in the lane, and he's an Enchantress.
He's looking really solid, and we talked about Aincrad. If he makes any mistakes, well, he did make some. He takes a lot of damage there. In the end, that's not going to be a Tidebringer that's going to connect. Wouldn't have killed him either, but would have gotten him super low. And we're seeing some supports rotating already to the mid lane. Let's see if they can secure at least one rune for Aincrad here.
Yeah, and he didn't get any regen delivered, just the Orb of Corrosion, so he is depending on this rune right now.
Let's see, he's gonna be going there to fight. They will go onto the Kunkka. The stun is there. He has been surrounded. They're gonna destroy him. They have the mangoes to give him, and he's destroyed. 2 bracers. They don't do anything. They're not gonna prevent his death. And one move, beautiful rotation to the mid lane. The supports, they're helping Aincrad, and they're gonna be just a little bit faster than the ones on the side of Darkside.
Yeah, that is huge. They just like really need that. Dying in lane with 2 bracers feels awful. Like, that's the whole point of, like, you know, you see this hero gets like double Wraith Band, Bracer, Null, doesn't matter what it is. Like, that usually says, I like staying in lane for a little bit. I want to farm it up. I want to feel strong. And so getting those rotations and taking them down is very painful. There's supposed to be an investment in your future growth. But deaths are not great for that. And then Gilgir, of course, TP's to the mid to refill that bottle. So that's going to give Ankrat some breathing room to make it to the 6-minute runes there, too.
Well, we're seeing that Afterlife is playing with the lane equilibrium even more. He understands that the side blades are something that his treants can't do well against. Tiny coming over to threaten Ramses. Get away from my tier 1. Get away from my tier 2. And considering it's 5 minutes into the game, I think that Ramses will definitely not be calling that a bluff.
They're doing so much manipulation up here. Like, they're trying to get some pulls off or something. And at this point, Ramses is just jungling because, like, they can do the Treants are holding the wave right now. Tiny's been pulling the waves. They could do like Treant into the tower and toss back plays as well when he gets like another point or two into the toss. So there's not like a whole lot that Ramses and Seneko can do. At the very least, they unblock the small camp, so they're trying to pull things back. But down bottom, the damage is on to DK Fogas.
Poor guy. He's not getting out of this one, is he? He is being followed by so many. Oh, nicely there on the Treant. Oh, sorry, Treant on the Centaur. Okay, at least he gets a nice last meal there.
That would have been so cool, though.
Yeah, imagine if he gets out. Yeah, it was never really gonna happen.
Wait, where's his... Oh, his courier's there. Okay, I was gonna say. But he's a Glove of Midas waiting in the tower. He has no boots, and that's a phase boots Wraith King. So this lane is very hard for him now.
It's not looking good. Gilgir, though, is gonna be fighting Seneko. It does have a DD. Tiny can pack a punch. And Rebel, well, not even gonna be using a torrent there. He understands that the Tiny's out. Great start for one move here. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this.
He's got a fresh ward here, though, that's going to die. Rebel has the sentry there, so that'll be a nice one once he gets a little bit of space. And yeah, easy, thank you.
Here, can he get some space from the TA there? Yeah, with the avalanche, just throw some rocks at them, and it's going to be enough to dissuade them. So level 6 on the Pango. Where are we expecting the first rotations? When are we expecting the first rotations? And considering that he has so many wards around the mid lane, can he even make a successful one?
Yeah, it's a little bit tough to move, huh? It's I mean, you compare very easily on honestly kind of both sides, right? Assuming Tiny's like nearby up top, and then you got Wraith Kings on the bottom. So quite a few choices. They go for the ulti towards that mid lane though, and it doesn't even need Afterlife to finish the TP. The damage is more than enough.
And
that's a bad start to a Kunkka's game there, bud.
Okay. That's good that we know. I wasn't sure though. I was about to ask you, is the Kunkka having a good game? But no,
it's 0-2-0 good. I mean, he's top of the last hit, right? So something must be going well.
Yeah, that is true. So something is going well for the Kunkka, though his life is not going that great. He tried to get the boat out so many times, lifting his arm, but yeah, they just didn't see it in time. So his crew is not going to be responding. No run buff, no chance of survival. We'll see if he can do anything. 4-0 start for one move. Night and day difference here between this one and the previous game.
Ankrat now moving in under some vision here as well, so not really much they can do about it, as he's helping being protected by Pantomime, who's just farming nearby on edge, as his Wraith King has so much power. He's controlling that space down bottom, forcing DK Focus to run to the river. He's going to backstab with this Doom now. This might be the play.
That's the big one. Let's see if Ankrat is he gonna be doomed. Yes, he will. But he turns around to fight. Let's go. I'm doomed, but I'm still not strong enough. No way. Man, that Tidebringer did so much damage. It killed the Enchantress in the back, and it halved the HP of Ankrat. Very nice move from DK Focus, really.
They
without boots.
So bad. Yeah, no boots, Doom, Midas, rotation. Like that's actually the dream. I'm very impressed right now, I gotta say.
Like, where's the Doom? Is he rotating? Nah, he doesn't even have boots. Like, how is he gonna rotate? And then a second after,
juggling. It's fine.
That's pretty impressive, actually. He couldn't find a place on the map, and he finds the kill onto a hero that has been having a great time, and that is kind of the space creator for one move. So it is a big move for sure. Speaking of, Ramses, how does which moves does he need to make to get back into this game? His lane didn't go too well.
Well, he needs the jungle, and they got something to say about that. He's denying bounty. Gilgir's right there, still denies it, because they're coming for the kill as well. What a miserable experience.
Oh, they don't have vision. Okay, they can move him onto the high ground, though. Ramses, you will be known as the GOAT of this region, but not the one that you wanted to be. They do finish him off. Afterlife will get the kill, continuing to bully him even outside of the laning phase.
I mean, they're throwing sentries in his camp. He was sending the treants to stop the respawns as well. They are just trying to completely shut down the ability for this Templar Assassin to farm in that jungle. She is currently the lowest of the cores after that death. And they're going to have to find a way to enable him. I don't know. Doom was able to do it for the mid laner. Perhaps TK Focus can save his carries game as well.
You told me this Kunkka was having a bad game. He's topping the network.
Yeah, I know. What can I say?
Well, let's see now. Rotations towards the bottom. Gushi, he does have a skill point to use if he wants to, but no need. And he actually doesn't have the mana, so wouldn't be too efficient even if he did. Either way, TP's to the bottom lane. They save the tower for now, but one move, they're slowly approaching every single one of these tier 1s. How do you defend all of them?
Dire's top tower is under
That's a good
attack.
question. I mean, Tree eventually, you're hoping to maybe get the tome, but you have a Hoodwink on your team, so I think that just got stolen considering she's 5.5 right now. Tree would be a great way to try and get a big punish.
Look at Gilgir and Ramses just walking hand in hand. Gilgir, nice footwork there. He's gonna have the avalanche. Wants to use it on both of them. Not gonna be happening though. Slow down. There might be another trap coming. Okay, it's not gonna be placed too well, but either way, Gilgir has the sticks. Roger, no kill for you. He's still gonna try to go for it here, but Gilgir is not gonna be crazy enough to move there to the triangle. He's just safe.
And yeah, Afterlife immediately takes that pressure mid though. The Kunkka's up top trying to match that rotation. But he did TP earlier, so he still has 10 seconds left. And they're gonna swarm mid when he's gone. Oh, they just stole his tower.
Has fallen.
Yeah, they're stolen. I think that's a good way to put it. With these skeletons, you rally together, rally around mid, and the tower just stands no chance.
How did that happen though? Because you would think that the Kunkka's one job would to make sure that doesn't happen. He's so good at protecting that, and you would think the TA is taking all these camps anyway. It's like, I don't know if he's just trying to match and hope to get a kill with his X or something up top. Did he get greedy because of the Arcane Rune? I don't know, but take away, your defender from the mid lane for just a second, and it's just going to be gone. And now they're going to try and find Ramses.
Yeah, and they have been able to do it. The Bushwhack doesn't connect on anyone, and Ramses, again, maybe it gets pushed onto the high ground. No, it's going to be Aincrad on the high ground there. Now goes to the low ground, but it's going to be a beautiful boat protecting her. Here, have the rum, Ramses. It's going to numb the pain and clean your wounds, and Ramses will be fine. And now they turn around onto Pantomime. A bonus coming to our triangle. This is where we want you, and this is where we will kill you. Darkside, they protect their side of the map.
Oh, they were even playing into Radiant Vision. They had some pretty good ideas as to what was happening in that area, but the boat was just too good. And it takes a little bit of burst, to get that damage. They don't quite have the full fighting force yet either, as Afterlife is just closing in on that Aghanim Scepter to try and prevent some of those counterplays coming out here. And, well, luckily for Darkside, they will have the BKB up on Rebel, so he will have an option to try and make sure that he's there to continue to protect Ramses. Roger, oh my god, Roger. Oh,
you don't want to be there. Away. Oh, he took his tree down. Yeah, plant those trees. I'm gonna chop them right down. Like, look at that chopper of the Raid King. He doesn't get one more hit. Okay, X, you don't want him to be there. You're just an admiral. This is a king, and he's gonna decide to get himself away. Meanwhile, Afterlife gets down another tower.
And Pantomime is up here just doing Enchantress things. This is what you want to see from your Ench player. Invading territory, taking away neutral camps, continuing to block as well, and trying to reduce the farming potential of this Templar Assassin. Despite the defense of her and the double kill that came out, she is still the bottom of the course and still looking to get somewhere close to this Desolator.
Oh,
and
man.
Afterlife very close to Aghanim Scepter now.
When is the last time you saw a TA be completely shut down like this? He can't get anything done. The Kunkka is even taking all of his farm, and now they're gonna take his life again. He doesn't have the mana. He has to eat that mango. Nah, he's like, this is not gonna be my last meal for sure. I'm just gonna accept my death, and in the end, it's gonna be the Swashbuckle that gets the kill. Meanwhile, other side of the map, a much more farmed hero does drop. It's gonna be the Nature's Prophet Pantomime onto the high ground. He's gonna be X'd up and pulled back, but they understand they cannot touch this guy, and Pantomime will just go away. As the rest of one move, they're coming over, and Pantomime is posturing aggressively. He puts down the ward. There comes the little rainbow, which will miss on Roger. So, end of the rainbow, not gonna be found. No gold for you. Rebel? He's fine. He has a BKB. He's okay.
If you're not convinced that Enchantress is incredibly strong and annoying, I hope these last 20 seconds have convinced someone out there. Because that was 3 heroes who just ran away after exiting her. And they just recognize that it's not worth it. We can't kill her. It takes too long. Rotations can be coming. It's painful. Oh, the tumbler sauce! Dude, not again, Ramses.
Ramses was the one hunting. He didn't want to be the hunter.
Hey, Doom's coming.
He's gonna have the refraction. He just got it in time. Ooh, man. That was like 1 second later, and the swashbuckler kills him. And now Gilgir, man, he's just playing around this ward here. He knows that they see him and nothing they can do. And now he turns around. He's gonna be the one catching this time around. Gilgir is gonna show Roger how the custom is done. Rebel, he's gonna get pushed back. He does have the BKB. They want to force it out. You either use it or you die. Well, it seems like neither is gonna be the case. Gilgir runs into trap. It's a trap, but it's actually a trap. That's not going to be doing too well here for the side of Darkside. But DK Focus needs to run away. Torrent will be used there into the backlines. Only connects on Afterlife as Gilgir and Munkushi. They were way too far ahead. But overall, the chase is not going to be successful. And Darkside, they don't lose much more after losing the Hoodwink.
No, not bad. I'm very impressed with the spells they held as well. Like not panic dooming or using the BKB as well from the Kunkka. So they're gonna have a strong opportunity to smoke out after this. You can see the beginnings of this Aghanim Scepter as well, like rooting that doom, almost resulting in his death. And it's gonna be a while until there's really effective dispels versus this as well, particularly for Ramses, because he's not even done his Deso yet. And you don't really want to have to BKB every single time as the Kunkka and the Doom.
It's not going to be ideal, and it's already early on in the game, really. So your BKBs are going to be getting low if you decide to go by that route. But they could go on the aggressive on the dark side, and there it is. They're going towards the bottom lane. Munkushi, is this the target?
That's a tough one. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
He's got quite a few points held up here by the looks of it. All right, well, he's got 1 point held just in case for the ulti.
He's not going to be targeted. He's going to get level 12. I'm guessing at that point he just skills up his ulti twice. No reason not to do it. 2k gold lead for 1 move. Kunkka still topping the network chart. Is this hero going to be an X factor? Can he be the difference maker in the game?
If he gets off this Orchid, yes. I think that's pretty clutch. It's going to be kind of hard though, because like, who is he Orchiding? Like in my head, the Pango's the dream, but it's pretty unlikely that that'll be the way the fight plays out. Because he'll probably be in roll for most of the time, particularly if he has his blink. So it's not like the best looking Orchid game, but it's still a solid item. Gives him some damage, and he can still catch someone, even like the Tiny in the middle of the fight, or Nature's Prophet, maybe it'll help just get that damage on top.
Speaking of catching,
if he hits the spells, it's gonna be really strong.
Okay, he just missed his torrent, so it would. Yeah, that's really good usage of the Tumbler Stoy. Really good usage of the Tumbler Stoy there coming out from Gilgir. Let's see, Aincrad is low on the top lane, so I'm not sure if one will want to fight with that one, but he does have the Aegis still, so effectively they have 7 lives. You need to kill 7 people and you don't have a boat for 40 seconds. A tough one for them. They're going to be going on to the Nature's Prophet. There's the Overgrowth. They have caught him, and he is taking some damage, but not going to be enough. And Gilgir, Avatar's combo onto the 2 of them. The Rolling Thunder does stop that one, but either way, DK Focus, he is surrounded by trees, and they're not friendly at all. The Bushwhack will stop the advance, but they have a 4-staff. Go Munkushi, kill him, slay him, finish him off, and Rebel is going to be losing that BKB in just a second, but he'll get to the high ground before that does happen. Either way though, you lose 2 heroes, you lose the BKB, and you will probably lose this tower as well. Roger thinking around there. He's going to be fine.
How is Ramsey still the lowest on the course? He is just getting completely shut out. Like, you would think that with how much time he's been doing nothing but AFK farming, he'd be able to find something, but he can't go on the lanes, so he's too scared of the Nature's Prophet root into some sort of combo with the Blink Dagger being out on the Pango. He only really gets the Ancients. Some of his camps are just straight up blocked by the Radiant, and he's a Kunkka who's also trying to keep up and be really farmed, so this is the real struggle game for a Templar Assassin.
I might play a devil's advocate here, because every other hero on the map is really good at farming as well. Maybe the Pango just not as good. So maybe Ramses is farming really well. It's just that these guys are farming better. Ramses, though, they want to stop that one. The Bushwhack will be amazing, but is there any follow-up? Doom, they don't want to be using it onto the Aegis. The Avalanche there, Rolling Thunder. He is going forward. Aincrad is not afraid of anything. Actually, he decides maybe it's not the ideal move, but he just turns back around, seeing as Munkushi is leading the charge. Rally around your king, but you're gonna let him die. Only the first time. You're not gonna get the throne Avatar's combo onto the 4 of them. But is that gonna change anything? Even with a beautiful play, no one is dead on the dark side. And Einkrad, he needs to get away. You don't have the Aegis any longer, and the boat is coming. You might just get drowned. No, he's too good. He just blinks away. And guess who dies? It's Ramses. Now we know why he's not doing so well, because he's dead. Out of 10 heroes on the map, he's the first one to die. Darkside, do you have anything left in the tank? No, you don't. Now die together. DK Focus. Is he gonna take out? Yes, to the swashbuckle. Finally, the overgrowth comes in, but there's not gonna be any follow-up to that. So Neiko catches onto 5 heroes, and now those 5 heroes are very mad and very hungry for blood. And it's gonna be another one. 4 heroes dead. A long fight, but Darkside get no one.
Oh, they're so annoying in the long fights. Look at that damage from a support Tiny. That is crazy. 4,000 damage. The 4x avalanche, 4x toss. That was a long fight, and he was spamming a lot of spells. And what a beautiful combo that he hit too. That was actually crazy. I don't remember last time I saw someone toss into a 4-hero avalanche toss combo like that.
Top tower is under attack.
But it was a team effort, really. They were constantly kind of pushing them in that direction. And we see after that fight, EGB, our sponsors, they're not going to be giving a lot of chances to Darkside.
No, can't blame them. There's no doubt about that. It's a long, extended fight, sort of the dream situation for this Aegis as well. Like, I don't think it was that easy to use this Aegis, and they really just from the very beginning tried to force that fight, which I think is a nice change from what a lot of teams do, where they maybe like take this first Aegis and they try and like farm up a little bit and then try and push a tier 2 with it. But if they make that one mistake, then they just get nothing out of it. From the very beginning, since he had it, he was trying to fight with like 20% HP. He's like, I don't care. Like, we don't have the best Aegis hero necessarily. I got a Wraith King core. Like, I'm just going to run at them and see if we can start a fight.
And also, me and Rob casted most of the one-move games. They were the more passive team, right? They never really went on the aggressive too much. They would be very passive for the first 9, 10, 12 minutes, and then they would get punished for it. But this game, they're really ramping up the tempo, and in a good way, as you mentioned. That was just beautiful to watch the way they approach the fight. Now they don't want a big fight. It seems like they just want to pick off, moving towards the bottom lane. Who can they find? Is Roger just the a casualty? Or no, Ramses, please, Ramses, go back. Go back. Okay, he's not going back. He's dead. He's just dead right now. You go through the refraction charges with the avalanche easily. There's going to be a roll-up, another stun, taking his mana away as well. Ramses is surviving for a long time, but not long enough. The boomerang, it looked like it killed Roger there, literally. So it's one of those situations, though, if I would toss a boomerang, probably would hit my head in the end.
Yeah. Needs to warm up a little bit more before he starts chucking those things around. Oof. Yeah, that was kind of rough. But, you got to farm somewhere, and he's only getting the real dangerous ones here, so... Wraith King kind of just feeling like the better Templar Assassin right now with that Deso and the big damage that he's chucking out. That mobility of the Blink Dagger there, too. I love the AC. I think that's the perfect item choice for Makushi if he finishes that up first. I don't think he really needs the BKB quite yet. I think AC would be a perfect way to just, like, keep pressuring him like this. And force the BKB as Rebels X is hopped upon by Gilgir as he was lying in wait.
Mukushi's in no man's land, though. He does have 2 lives, but okay, not any longer. Now he only has 1 left, and he's gonna be surrounded. He doesn't have a BKB. The torrent is gonna be there. Get him into the air. He's being held in place, but still defended by his teammates. Let's see if they can get Mukushi out of this one. The armlet toggle not gonna be good enough. Bushwhack keeping it in place. That was overly aggressive coming out from him. Pantomime, force staff to the side. He's gonna go for a TP out, and Ramses is not gonna have the heart to strike that beautiful creature more than once, so she'll get herself out in one move. They lose a hero, and a really big one at that.
Yeah, and it wasn't that expensive. What they use
BKB
boat
charges.
And... Yeah, that's true. A lot of BKB charges. That part is a little bit costly, but yeah, good chase down after. A lot of space now for Ramses.
Finally,
as well as they're blocking his camps.
Oh man, he
Still
just
bottom of the cores though. Sad.
When is this gonna change, Trent? It's just so hard to watch a TA struggling this much. Gonna get away with the blink. Avalanche toss. Gilgir, do you want to be there? Yes, I do. And that's gonna be a beautiful Gleipnir usage. Where's your BKB, Kunkka? Oh, you used it previously to kill our carrier. Now you die because of that Rebel, the highest net worth core on the dark side. He loses his life, and it's gonna be one move with nice 2 clean kills.
Yeah, they know that they're struggling. They have to find some sort of a play and make that space for the Templar Assassin, and they just get caught out there. They thought they were chasing onto the Pango, but the quick turnaround there from Gilgir's Tiny. That an easy one. They still have an Ob Sentry combo in behind this tower, so they have a good idea as to where they're at. Phantom is just flushing them out of the forest right now.
Mine. This is mine. Like, get away, Snako. He doesn't want to get out of that one. He's under vision there behind the tower. Very interesting that they're not awarding that one. Should have been quite obvious that the wards are there, but either way, they're gonna get pushed out in one move. They're controlling the entirety of the map. Look at how spread they are, and not a single one of their heroes is under threat of death.
And that's what creates these big leads. Everyone's just really hitting creeps.
The seeds of fortune.
Okay, so Darkside obviously need to change something. There's gonna be a BKB on the TA fairly soon, and they go for a smoke. It's time to make something happen. Kill at least these supports. Get them from our side of the map. Gilgir wants to outplay them. Not this time, bub. This is not gonna be happening. There's gonna be a boomerang, and he does lose his life. Roger gonna get turned around upon. They all got through their swashbuckle from the long range. Beautiful usage there. Buyback coming out from the hood machine. He wants to come back into this game, but look at the Doom. What is he supposed to do? Blink down, of course. Oh, he was pushed down actually with the sprout. Not sure why that was used, but there's gonna be a nice wave there. If there's any nice surfers, definitely could have used it. Enchantress trying to run away. Swashbuckle gonna be disarming them. Kunkka is like, where's my sword? And Saneko with the leech seed will get that kill before Kunkka can get the final swing in. So nice fight for Darkside, and they're not done. They're gonna go again.
Yeah, it costs them a buyback, but it will give them this pressure onto the tier 1 tower. Unfortunately for them, though, it is a late roach spawn. Otherwise, they could theoretically be heading there right now. Radiant going to know that it's not up. They sent some treants in there, so just need to try and nuke this wave if possible. But that is a bit risky for Ironcrad to do, just because they have some decent jump. But they're not going to try and pressure and keep that up. They are just going to retreat on the side of Darkside for now. They don't really know that on one move. They do not have great vision as to where they're at. They will now see Rebel up top as well as the Hoodwink on that side lane. So now they're where they've abandoned mid.
Yeah, one move are getting out of their base now. They haven't been able for the past minute or so to get out on the map, but now they're going to be trying to do just that. We're seeing the buybacks on the screen there as well. With the next Roche coming up, those might come in handy. Afterlife has been caught. He has no BKB, and he probably won't have much life after this one. They doom him. They use everything, and there's gonna be some tips coming out towards Roger. Well played. You found me. I'm dead. Is there gonna be any response from one move? Gilgir on the hunt, not being followed up by way too many heroes. Darkside, they might know that this is coming. Roger, though, he's gonna be losing his life, and that opens up it for Gilgir to go in. Doesn't use the avalanche. He's gonna get silenced up, but they're in silence. He's gonna be helped. No, he won't. Saneko uses the overgrowth just to keep Ironcrad away, stuck in the mud, and one move will have to move away.
All right, maybe it's one move's turn this game to get a little bit over aggressive in some of these moments. You know. Like, you have the edge, clearly you're feeling a lot more powerful, but if the full squad is not really there and prep for the engagement, things can go a bit awry, but... Oh, what is Saneko doing?
Radiant are
Ramses is
scanning.
no longer...
That's a bold move.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he's not the bottom, you're right.
It's not the bottom. So that is... he is now going towards the top. He has been on the bottom for so long now. He has overtaken the Doom as well. So Neko, I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't end up well for him, and he loses a ward. Oh no, it was actually a deny. Okay, was it? No, it was a ward taken down. Okay, so he accomplished nothing. He accomplished nothing.
I mean, he was pushing a very dangerous part of the map. He's pushing up that mid lane, trying to make it safe, and then he tries to go for a ward as well, but he missteps a little bit with the invis. As it's gotten worse over the years in terms of the like the delay, like where you can like leave the trees or whatever and stay invis. It's not nearly as good as it used to be. And he just gets punished for it.
What's Kunkka getting? I just saw an item fly towards him. It's nothing.
It's Bloodthorn, yeah.
Oh, full Bloodthorn. Okay. Okay, that could be big. You know, the damage output is insane. TA can smack someone down. That's interesting, considering that Ramses is taking ground, you know, getting towards that top spot of the network chart. Might be something that changes the game.
Yeah, I'm watching for Ironcrad's Lincolns. I think pretty important this one. Let's go for the roll up. Back through. Oh.
That was instantly removed by the roll up. That was just insane. Like, he looked at the animation of Saneko, and now they want to go in. They're going to be jumping in onto the scroll. The silence onto Munkushi pops the BKB. Yeah, it's going to be silence when I say so. And he just goes in, going onto Rebel. Now he's going to be turning around onto Ramses. You farmed for nothing. Rebel goes for a TP out. He does get the rum on him, but it's going to be enough to I'm just right. Okay, these tosses are really weird. Like, people are just flying away. What happened there? Now you don't have an explanation for me.
I didn't even see it. I was too busy watching this force tap. I didn't know what was going on when he force tapped the Wraith King.
Yeah, I think
the plan
Doom
was there.
just blinked. I think the Doom just blinked away, and for a reason it looked like he got tossed, but it was probably another unit. Either way, they walk into the Roche, they win a fight. That's the most important thing. And one move, they're not gonna be getting overly aggressive as Darkside did in the previous game. They're gonna continue getting the big objectives. Now with the Roche, they're in a 9k gold lead.
And we got ourselves a reincarnation shard here as well, so no manas to worry about. And you get 3 skeletons on each enemy hero, so
That's big.
bit of a fun one.
Those skellies do hurt.
Skellies. Yeah.
They take down refractions. We talked about the low armor on the dark side. You know, it's not gonna be a happy time for their supports.
I have to say, I was very disappointed that he was only level 18 in that last fight, because when the Kunkka and the TA were stacked right on top of each other, I was just like, imagine the 25% cleave right now. He'd just be slicing through both of them right now.
You just want to see people get murdered. This is brutal.
Hey man, that's what Wraith King does. He's coming again.
Oh, let's see. Ramses, though, is going forward, going on to Afterlife, who has the Aegis. I don't know if that's the target you want to be going for. Even if he dies once, you're going to get punished for it, but he's not going to die even once. Now, he's trying to dodge the side blades. Ramses is finding an angle, but the only angle that he's going to find is going to be his own gun. Oh! No, that's for... Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. They have no vision. They don't need vision. Finally, they'll get it there. And they'll get the kill. Munkushi with the double. They don't want anything else. This Gleipnir range, it's just not fair. Rebel is going to get caught inside of the trees as well. He pushes them back. Get away from me. Usually plants, they like a lot of water. This time around, it's going to cost them a kill. But yeah, going through it. He does eat through the trees. Will be getting himself out. No level 20 in the Nature's Prophet. So no chances for that route. Jump in onto the Doom. He has the BKB. Doesn't want to use it just yet. And there it is. He does go out with the Ogre Seal Totem. Okay, so that's the item that he got out earlier with. Okay, now the
Now we're
mystery is
making
solved.
sense here. Yeah, now we're figuring things out. Does have an Octarine core as well now, so more Ogre Seal Totems, but more importantly, more Dooms.
Yep, so it's gonna be out over and over again, though he doesn't even get a chance to use it. Roger is setting up for the bottom lane.
He made treants though, and he found the squirrel.
No, Roger, he's stranded in the trees. Oh, actually, stuck at home. Reminds me of 2020. Let's see. Munkushi. Can he find him? Roger, he's waving. He's literally like poking the bear here. Like, haha, you can't get me. Man, Roger, if I was you, I'd just run away. No! It destroys the tree! Man, he's so unlucky with these trees. He's gonna be going out. Roger is buying so much time. Even with some of the lucky guesses there, it's not gonna be enough. And now he'll get himself to the high ground there with the sharpshooter, and he breaks Pantomime as well. Beautifully done there by Roger. He's the one that set it all up. 1 versus 5, and he sets up a kill for his team. Now the buyback is out. I'm not gonna die like that from a squirrel outplaying every single one of us. DK Focus is gonna get ran over. Let's see. Ankrat is gonna be going for all of them. No, there's gonna be an overgrowth. The BKB onto Munkushi, not gonna be helping him much, but he does have one more life. The Aegis, where is it? It's still onto the Nature's Prophet. He's gonna have it for 2 minutes, but they have to run away. Ramses is doing a lot of damage. Afterlife, he might lose his life now. One of them at least. And there it is. You've killed 2 heroes, but what is happening? They're still alive. The enemies, they're immortal. Where's the Doom? He lifts his arms. No one will get doomed by himself. And let's see now. They're looking towards the TA. She's rooted, turns around from the Melt Strike. He's not going to be getting that hit. And now will be getting hit herself. Ramses loses his life as well as 2 of his teammates. And that's going to be a fight for 1 move, even though it looked good at the start for Darkside.
That was a wild fight to start. All of those shenanigans from Roger. He actually wound up stuck in the trees because the sharpshooter didn't quite get him to the high ground, so he was stuck there for so long. And when he tried to rejoin the fight, Ankrat just like one-shot him. So hit rough in the end there after the setup, but now they're on the high ground. They're trying to pressure under the tier 4s to Rebel. He's got nothing left in the tank in terms of BKBs, and so he will eventually be brought down as the AC is delivered to Munkushi just in time for the barracks push. Roger in the back though. Oh, the save! Get down!
Let's go. Roger is get down, but you die yourself. I don't know if that's what Pantomime doesn't have a buyback, so maybe that's the reasoning that Gilgir gave his life. Or maybe he was just infatuated by the beauty of the Enchantress. But either way, 29-14. Even with all of that, the Raxes are very likely to fall. No more glyph. Man, this living armor, it feels like it's doing nothing with the damage of Munkushi. Okay, Roger is now
Damn.
finally dead. They finally
Give me the
found
big
him.
crunch. Give me some crits. Come on. Come on,
Come on,
Makucha. Let's see what you got here.
Slap! Oh man, that hurts Rebel. He's gonna be in a world of hurt, and now even the Raid King is rooted, but it doesn't matter. He already dealt enough damage. Roger is back. They killed him very hard last time. Let's see now. Is he gonna be able to kill the Pango? Very close there. Oh, he does go down. There's gonna be so much gold to Roger. He's outplaying them. Easy. Yeah, that's it. Go for some smack as your base is being destroyed. It's not him. It's his teammates. Roger, he should be on the major now, it seems like, and they will call GG. Maybe he said that one to his teammates as well, and that's why they just called it. I don't want to play with you anymore, but probably not the case. Either way, it is gonna be a 2-0 for one move. 4 times in a row they beat Darkside, showing that they are definitely the better team currently.
Yeah, they got the matchup. Whatever it is, they definitely have Darkside's number. And game 1 was a little bit more back and forth, and Darkside, I would say, was in control for a pretty good part of that one before one move sort of figured it out and had some ideas of how they wanted to proceed. This game, not so much.
Yeah, I never saw in this game the Darkside were in any kind of a good situation. So yeah, it is. It's no surprise that they lost in the end. Ramsey's never getting on top of the network shard, and you're a TA. I guess we kind of see why the hero isn't being played that much. Very easily punished in this game, it seemed like. But that means that 5th place will be going to one move. 6th place to Darkside, one move. They get $1,000 more, and of course 30 DPC points. Trent, how much is that gonna mean? Does one move, let's say in your eyes, have the potential to get so good that they can get to TI? And this is maybe the points that are gonna help them.
It's always possible, right? We've definitely had some big underdog and Cinderella stories in previous years. Like, there's been lots of rosters not only making it to TI, but doing well at TI that people didn't really expect. Dota, at the top, in terms of overall skill level, is closer than it has ever been. Like, you look at these teams, and honestly, like, you can have people who are top 100 or whatever MMR playing in these like lower tier teams, because a lot of it comes down to not just like your raw Dota skill, but communication and strategy. And so if those develop over a season, you never really know how far people can go, because it's not just this like little block of players at the top anymore. I feel like it's really expanded down into a much wider pool of potential talents. So it's every point counts for DPC. There's no doubt.
Okay, so guys, now we have the final standings. Bedboom, Team Spirit, Hellraisers, Virtus Pro, One Move, Darkside, and Amiga Gaming and Navi are gonna be playing in Division 2 in the next season. Speaking of Division 2, before we wrap up Division 1 here and announce Division 2, so any favorites for Division 2 here, Trent, going into the season? Who is gonna be going into Division 1?
I'm Team Cybercats. That's my squad. I'm an
And
Alberta believer. Yeah.
The second one?
Second one? I don't know. Honestly, there's a lot of really good teams in this division.
Yeah, true.
HF has looked pretty good. I don't know that much about their players like overall, but I've seen some of their games. I thought they were pretty impressive. Hydra's got Happy. I think that's probably one of the most known fives alongside Vanscore and Sioma in this region. So we'll see who's got the big like sort of like leadership qualities to band these teams together to make it to Division 1. It should be really exciting.
Thank you, Trent. It was an honor ending the Division 1 here in the Eastern European DPC. And guys, that's gonna be it for Division 1, but don't despair. There's more Dota to come here at the Paragon English channel, because tomorrow, there's not going to be even a day break. We're going to be bringing you Division 2, and tomorrow you're going to have Cybercats versus Hydra and YNT versus Rise Esports. The games are going to be starting usually at 12 CET, but you can always check the official websites, Dota, Wikipedia, or whatever, to see at which times exactly. Tomorrow the games are starting at 12 CET. Again, thank you, Trent. Thank you to our production. Thank you to Rob and Gareth, who couldn't be with us today, but have been a big part, of course, of the DPC Eastern European Division 1. And with that being said, guys, enjoy more Dota to come. You're gonna have some other regions, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Eastern European Dota, but it's only gonna be Division 2.
Good luck in your pubs. Bye-bye.